Hey y'all, this is iDizzy81, and before I begin this video, I want to clarify that I'm not trying to start any fanboy wars, no flame wars, nothing against Nintendo on a personal level. I still respect them as a company, and if you like them and you have a Wii U or you have a 3DS, I don't want you to think that I think that you need to play something else, because this is not the case. This is just a response video to a friend who wanted to know exactly why I turned in my Wii U. In 2013, when I first decided that I wanted a Wii U, Nintendo displayed an amazing lineup to release over the following year. Within that time, we saw Zelda pushed back, The Devil's Third underwent publishing issues and ultimately released later than expected with a terrible delivery, and Nintendo has straight up noted that they are already working on the next console, the NX, or whatever they decide to call it. Since they have already announced the next console is in the works, I personally don't put a lot of faith into the projects that they have left for the Wii U's time span. While I can be wrong about my instincts of this, I would not be surprised to see if the next Zelda game is pushed back into a delay-a-thon until it can be released as a launch title for the NX console. One of the things that I hoped would happen while I was playing the Wii U was to relive some of those childhood memories of playing the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. And don't get me wrong, it's not that these games are bad on the Wii U, they just aren't the same as that you had once experienced. Kirby was an all-time favorite of mine, but even with the new touchpad mechanic to draw the lines to progress through the level, it just could not keep the same feel as originally playing Kirby. Yoshi's Island was one of my favorite games to play as a kid, but even new Yoshi's Island could not maintain my attention to continue to play the game. Oh, and by the way, the gamepad is one of the most underutilized peripherals of any of the consoles this console generation, and when it is used, it is overused like in Kirby's Rainbow Curse, where you literally have to stare at the gamepad the entire time instead of your 72-inch 4K TV that you had to put several mortgages down, and then you had to move into the cardboard box because you couldn't afford it. Yeah. What's the point of it? While the first-party titles for the Nintendo Wii U is excellent, you can't help but feel the sting of the lack of third-party support. While there are third-party titles on the Wii U, it often comes with a scaled back in features or they're just broken ports. Hell, Ubisoft gave the Wii U their best shot with providing Rayman, Watch Dogs, and even the then-exclusive Zombie U. Rumors were also circulating that Ubisoft has other finished products for the Wii U but are waiting for a larger install base to release in order to get their money's worth. This is just one third-party publisher of many that simply have given up on the console. For me, even with as great and flawless that they can develop their first-party titles, it's not enough to keep me playing the console regularly, pretty much rendering my console into nothing more than shelf decoration. And that sucks. And my final issue that I have with the Wii U is really not its fault, but I'm a social gamer, and the Wii U does lack a lot of social necessity features. And while it does have like the whole plaza thing and, its own forum board, that's cool and all, but it's not something that I can utilize. At my older age, I utilize gaming as a unique way to stay in touch with my friends who have had their lives placed all over the world. While our Neanderthal ancestors would utilize the phone or even snail mail to keep in touch and contact, this is the modern world. If we cannot communicate on some, not all, multiplayer games, then what is the point for us to play that while we're trying to chat? These are features that are easily found utilized on other consoles and the PC. And yeah, we could use a different peripheral to chat while we're gaming on our Wii U's, but it's not the same. While the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 can be compared to social meccas, I really see the Wii U as a desolate wasteland with the sounds of sand scratching along the wind and tumbleweeds blowing past you. It's just not that social there. In the end, it is Nintendo, and they have their own standards of conducting business and finding the success while doing so. I recognize them as a profound company that seemingly knows what they are doing, partially why they decided to move on from the Wii U in chase of the NX console. If I could make a wish list for the NX, I would hope that they find their third-party support and that they start utilizing social features from known social sites instead of trying to trailblaze their own. I would lastly hope that they realize that they don't have to be incredibly different to set themselves apart from the competition. If they can accomplish this with the NX, consider me signed up for a day one purchase. If not, well, it might be best if I leave Nintendo as a childhood memory and stop trying to conjure up the nostalgia, because nostalgia is sometimes left as the memory of once was. Thank you for checking out my video, and don't be afraid to comment down there and let me know how batshit crazy I am about Nintendo and if my thoughts are wrong or if you think that I'm justified in my response about it. Thank you once again. Have a great day.